Nice here. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get onto. See if I can't find connection that way. Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. Supposed to just connect automatically. Anyway, folks, my apologies for that start and stop there. Welcome. This is Chris, and I hope this in some way is a fitting effort, a tribute to Deon Gerber. I received a message earlier this morning in a security group that I'm involved in from the Western Cape, which Deon is the founder of and was the admin for. And there were some Afrikaans. I was tired, was a bit confused by it. I was half awake, didn't have my reading glasses on, and I wasn't sure what was really happening. So I thought that he had sent a message saying someone else had passed away. In fact, a message was sent that said that he had passed away. I'm gobsmacked. It's absolutely shocking news. Although I didn't know Deon for much of his life, I have known him from afar on my program. And he's an incredible contributor. He's a really great guy. Always fun. He's a great hoot to come on the program in the chat and when he call in. And he gave us incredible coverage. Sent me videos when the British and Irish Lions were in the Western Cape, of their buses and their training facilities, so I could use those for videos to report on rugby. And then in the build-up to the election, he was fantastic. Actually gave me live coverage from the voting place where he went to vote. He and his wife went to vote. He used to joke with me all the time. He said, "My girlfriend." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's talking about Hanley. It's his wife. She must have liked my broadcast. But Deon Gerber, a mensch, really great guy. He was. I'm gobsmacked. He passed away. He was in chat yesterday, wasn't he? Wasn't he just in the chat talking to us yesterday and said he'd been in for the past few days? I hadn't seen him in a while. He said he'd been ill, but now he was there, and it really is just it's I don't know. It brings back to you the frailty of life, folks. Life is precious, and it can disappear in a heartbeat, in an instant, in an absolute instant. You breathe, you exist, you're around for a long time. You have to take advantage and enjoy and make the most of your time on this planet, because you don't know when that number is going to be called. I really listen. If people want to criticize me for this stream, that's fine. South Africa time. He was on my stream. Okay, I'm trying to get a better spot here, folks. Maybe more signal. Sorry about that. It dropped off there. Looks like we lost half the people. My apologies for that. Yeah. So the signal dropped off. Out of respect, what's a Hermanus guy? I'm going to wear my Stormer's cap here real quick, which I just got in the mail. We try to get a better signal here by moving up closer to where I assume the towers are by this farm field, so we don't lose our signal again. So very frustrating, folks. Very frustrating. Where was I at? I was talking about, so we had the Right Reverend Allhide who was on the channel. We don't ever know what happened to him. He was a very entertaining fellow. Really cool username, too. And he just disappeared. We think he passed away. And then, of course, the Brew, who was quite a character, was with us on the channel, very active. And we know he passed away from the Rona last year in August. That was very surprising and disappointing, to say the least. And now, Deon Gerber. Plus, who knows how many countless other viewers that have been on the channel that we don't know what happened to them. People come and go. Yeah. No, so I don't know what happened. For those who are asking, Erica just sent me a message in WhatsApp. I saw it come up on the screen and asking me what happened. Don't know what happened to him or why he passed. What's going on? But boy, now I'm looking at the camera. Where's the camera at? There we go. Yeah, so I moved up to another spot, hopefully, so I wouldn't lose my connection here. Sitting very comfortable on a park bench down there. So anyway, back to the tribute stuff. Great guy. You know, I don't know the whole story of his life, but he certainly was an integral part of helping us overcome the shadow banning and regrow the channel after what happened to us. It's anything, maybe a couple shorts, and I had plans. I had to stop and just, you know, I did a short just to let people know he passed, and I just wanted to come on here. Well, folks can watch this after the fact. If they're not able to see it, it'll be on there. I'm not going to take it down. It is very sad. Thank you all for chatting here. My phone just keeps sending messages through. It's very frustrating, and it's hard for me to see the screen. But let me go over here and try to put this phone down on this tree and use it as a stand. Yeah, no, I'm Janet. I'm sorry to hear too. You know, Deon was great. He made a great contribution to this channel. Try to find a spot here where this phone will sit and not fall, so I don't have to stand here and hold it. Okay. All right. That looks like it's safe. And the signal's still going. Yeah, so there you go. So I'm standing in a tree next to a park. You'll hear cars go by occasionally, so my apologies for that. But out of respect, I'll take the hat off. I was just doing that as a gesture to, you know, Western Cape. He lived in Hermanus, down around Hermanus, and was really big part of our election coverage. Really helped out a great deal. And also with a lot of things when it came to security in the Western Cape, was always there to give me some information. I'm trying to get the sun out of my face there. There we go. So yeah, it's I was absolutely gobsmacked to read that he passed. Yeah, it is very sad news, Tammy, and Janet. Yeah, very, very sad news. You know, we've had some other people here. Sylvester Celine has been on the channel. He had some mental health issues, which he was open and sharing with us about. And Sylvester came back on the program after he got out of care. He was on a couple times. We haven't seen him lately. We wish him well and hope he's doing well. Gosh bless, that sounds really annoying right there. Sorry. And then, you know, you said the Right Reverend Rawhide the Brew, and now Deon Gerber. And this one kind of catches me just, you know, out of left field. I really didn't know that. When he came in chat, I hadn't seen him much lately. I figured he's busy with the security stuff because he still sent messages there. So I didn't pester him. But when he came in the chat last few days and he said he'd been ill and he was better now, I just assume that's the case, but I have no idea what it was, corona, cancer, whatever happened. I have no idea. I'm not going to speculate. It's not my place to do that, but not only will he be missed, he's already missed. Yeah, I already miss his presence. He was great. So yeah, it's you know, it's when you start doing this content creation, I suppose to become huge like PewDiePie or Crowder or somebody like that, you don't have that kind of connection to your audience and the people involved in your chat and your conversations and your guest like you can on a channel that's, you know, this size, or 23,000, which was the old channel. So never been over 23,000. So I remember people and I engage with people, and like I've said before, folks, I challenge you to find another content creator on any platform who engages with their audience as directly or as frequently or as enthusiastically as I do. I always engage because you take the time to spend your time, and in many places your money and resources for data, to be part of the audience, participate and ask your questions, make your comments and statements. And it seems only fair that I tried to incorporate you into the program. And Deon was incorporated all the time. I would always make a point when he would come on the chat to mention his stuff, because he always had great comments. I mean, even if I was inclined not to bring him on, he was there, and he had some great stuff to say. And really missed him. Now Hanley, I only ever saw her when he was live, and in the video she would say hi or whatever, but it was always him chatting. So yeah, wow, you know, that may be a reason why on the program, why yeah, thanks Gus, condolences to the family, why we have, you know, fluctuating numbers with viewers, because people pass, not just people have other events. My goodness, this is Grand Central Station. I'm trying to do a tribute here. Could you people take your cars somewhere else? Seriously. Well, I'm right next to a road, folks. I had to move because the park bench I was sitting on wasn't getting the signal. So I've moved about 50 meters and about 50 meters distant and about 4 meters higher along the road here so I can get a better signal. But yeah, so yeah, thank you, Richard. Condolences to the family. It's I'm sure that it's very heartbreaking for them. And I wish that I had some way to reach out and share. The only way I can reach out and share is this way. I don't have a contact. The only contact I had with Deon's family was Deon, and obviously calling his number is probably not something that's appropriate right now. And family's going through an awful lot they're going to have to deal with here. So I don't know about the rest of you. I mean, people saw him in the chat, right? He was just in the chat, and we were just chatting yesterday, and last night he's gone. It's wow. Life is capricious. It really is, and it is unfair. People go before their time. People who shouldn't be around exist forever. It's really crazy. So I'm standing here, life is actually happening around me. The image that I took for this broadcast was of a lovely clutch of flowers in one of the neighbors' places. They built a little flower garden there, and I saw these flowers, and I walked over, and there was honeybees there, you know, collecting pollen. Another part of life. And then I've got this phone sitting in a tree, and there's ants crawling all over it. You know, life continues. The tree's here, the wind is here. Anyway, folks, it's a poor tribute, and my apologies for that to Deon. But I just wanted something on the record while it's still raw, and we don't forget, and we just remember. So that's kind of what this was all about, and I hope that in some small measure this is a sign of respect for Deon, because I had the utmost respect for him, and I'm very grateful for how he helped me. I really wanted to give South Africans great election coverage, to encourage them to get out to vote, make a choice, and also cover what happened, and Deon was incredibly helpful for that. Also his British and Irish Alliance stuff, and just his presence in the chat. It shall be missed. It's already missed, and anyway, yeah, it's so anyway, as you can probably guess, I'm just thunderstruck and surprised by this news. It's not something I was anticipating or even knew was happening. With the brew, we knew that he'd been ill with corona, and we hadn't heard from him, so we suspected, and it was right. So it wasn't like a thunderclap out of the sky. This is like a thunderclap. I for the life of me, never expected to read a message today telling me that Deon Gerber had passed away. It just, anyway. You know, someone so far away on the other side of the world, whom I've never met in person, yet helped me out and helped South Africans out. He did a lot for security, to let people know about dangers and threats, whether it's fires or accidents or road closures or floods or, you know, gangsters. He was always there helping people in the time that I knew him, and he never hesitated to lend a hand for this channel. He jumped in to offer right away. And it wasn't, you know, self-aggrandizement. He wanted to see himself on camera. That wasn't it at all. When Deon was on the camera, it was never about Deon. It was about, you know, helping me get the story. And so that's like, it's incredible. It's good stuff. Good people. Good mensch. Gute mensch. Yeah, so, yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling here, folks. You know, this isn't one of these things. I'm not giving a eulogy. This is just meant to be a tribute to someone that I really respected and was really grateful to have known. And I'm disappointed. I feel cheated now. I'm going to be in South Africa in August. And in August, I intended to link up with him in Hermanus. He talked about me coming to Hermanus before, and now he won't be there. That's going to be kind of sucky. It's going to be kind of sucky. But it does remind us, folks, of the nature of how life is and what's going on, and just, you know, how capricious it can be. So once again, folks, wherever you find yourself, whether it's in South Carolina, Janet, or it's in Durban, Erica, or it's in Idaho, Garden Girl, or it's in Pennsylvania, Top Secrets, and wherever you are, grab life by the horns and make the most of it, because we don't get to be here forever. And there's no point in being unhappy and miserable. And the good news is the leftists are on the retreat in some places. So maybe order can be restored and life can be returned to some semblance of normal. We can all get back to being productive and happy and making positive contributions to the world. Cameron, yeah, it is heartbreaking news, and I'm sure that Hanley is really, really devastated right now. And I wish I knew more. There isn't more I can tell you. That's what little I know. And again, you know, it was short notice, and I wanted to share with the audience, because Deon was a part of this audience and a big part of it, and a contributor, part of the Wyatt Army. And so just yeah, wow, sucks. Really sucks. Really sucks, folks. Anyway, I don't want to drag this out. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for your thoughts and prayers. And let's just remember Deon. And yeah. And best wishes to Hunley. And I hope that that family is okay and able to deal with this. And that everyone can continue on. Anyway, God bless everyone. Thank you very much. And if you didn't like this tribute, then my apologies. I know it's not top class, top drawer. It's just raw, just like when my mother passed a couple years ago. I went straight to the camera and just talked about someone and what I knew about them and what I thought of them. And I had great thoughts and high regard for Deon Gerber. And he won't only be missed, he's already missed. So thank you so much. I'm not sure what we can say. Maybe I can find out more. And if I can find out more and let people know, maybe do a better tribute if I can find more about Deon's life later on. But yeah, so anyway, I'm just going to wrap it up here, folks. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later. God bless, and thank you so much for tuning in to this tribute to Deon Gerber. Take care, folks.